Wow, someone really needs to clean up in here. Oh, well hello there. You better get out of Sans right now, or...
Metaton? Can't say I expected this. But you know, it's actually pretty convenient this way.
Convenient? How?
You can send a message to the others. Tell them that I'll only leave Sans if Frisk willingly gives me their body.
I see. You're making demands and Sans is your hostage. I don't think that's going to work the way you think it will, kid, because...
I also want you to tell them exactly what I'm doing to Sans. I've forced his soul into the darkest parts of his memory. Essentially, I'm forcing him to relive the worst parts of his memories over and over and over.
Listen, Kara can't run while our souls are green. Tell them to finish us off.
You don't get it, do you? They aren't going to hurt you, no matter what it personally costs them. Pretty sad, especially since you seem to have no problem watching your loved ones die in front of you. Speaking of which, why don't you get back to doing that for a while? I wonder how long it'll take before your mind breaks.
I have returned with terrible news.
What terrible news?
Darlings, it was just awful. How do I begin? Everything was complete disarray. The whole place is flooded with that awful child's influence. They're keeping Sans as sort of a hostage locked away in a prison of his own nightmares. It's awful. Dreadful, even.
Well, what does Kara want?
They want you, Frisk.
Wait, what?
Well, your body specifically. They say they'll trade Sans for you.
I have to ask, Kara, why go through all the trouble to possess Frisk specifically? Wouldn't it be better to possess a powerful monster like Toriel or Asgore? Or better yet, why not make out this mechanical body so you don't have to go through the trouble of possessing anyone?
Monsters are weak. I don't want a monster's body. It was always my plan to take Frisk's body. They defeated Azrael when he became a god. I will need that kind of power in order to destroy everything.
While killing is fun for a while, the greatest pleasure is to rule over the cattle and bring discord over them while you play yourself up as the Messiah, never knowing that it was you all along who brought the suffering over them. It never gets old to see the fools in conflict with each other, hurting themselves over petty matters like race, religion, political factions, and ideas alike. To destroy everything is only fleeting, but to make them eternally suffer is the greatest reward.
Tempting, but I'll think I'll pass. The world isn't a toy for me to play with. The world needs to die.
Hey, Flowey, have you been sitting there and letting Kara torment Frisk's friends? Too afraid to hurt your best friend. You idiot. Next time, don't trust people. It's better that way. I thought you knew in this world it's kill or be killed.
You. Shut up. You don't know anything.
Kara might be underestimating Sans's ability to withstand reliving bad memories. Flowey did a lot of things as a flower before Frisk came along and usurped his ability to save.
It's not the most comfortable situation, but yeah, I've definitely had worse. Should have known I'd end up like this if I tried to fight back. What was even the point?
Yes, sir, I know thinking about the bad scientist stuff probably isn't nice, but I think it's time for you to think about mad scientist void monster stuff. Kara said you interfered before. I think it's time you stepped up to bat. I don't think it's just Sans that can dunk someone.
No, I dare not. Blue powers are destructive by nature, and I'd be just as likely to do irreversible harm to Sans as I would to anything actually helpful. The times intervened in the void were merely to distract Kara and give Frisk a chance to break free of their influence.
What are you talking about? Frisk has never been possessed by anyone.
Oh yes, of course. I must have misspoke.
I may not know what you're talking about, but I can tell that you're definitely full of crap.
Full of crap is his default state.
Gaster didn't misspeak. Kara possessed me once in the timeline before this one.
You remember?
You mean there's time travel involved in this? Oh my god! That's never a good sign!
What timeline? Frisk, what are you talking about?
Think really hard. You might remember it a little bit. You stood up against me, kid. And when I tried to kill you, Undyne shielded you with your body.
What are you talking about? That's not what...
And that's only one of the things I did. That Kara and I did. Everyone in the underground that we met, we left dust in our wake from the ruins all the way to New Home. Nobody even stood a chance because whenever they did, we could simply turn back time with the power of our determination. We would travel from place to place hunting down monsters until the entire area was devoid of life, and our love had reached level 19. We were unstoppable. But then Sans stood in our way. Sans, he knew about our ability, and each time he killed us, he'd say something like, That expression. That's the expression of someone who's died blah blah times. You can't understand how this feels knowing that one day without any warning it's all going to reset. All I know is, seeing what comes next, I can't afford not to care anymore.
I remember that! I was so cool! Sans! I didn't know!
He knew full well all we had to do was defeat him once and then we'd be strong enough to destroy everything. Even though it was a completely hopeless fight, he still fought. Even though we killed almost everyone he knew, he still fought. And then I started to think I'd been telling myself, this is the only way. I have no choice. I just want to see what happens and then I'll go back. Yet there he was, fighting an unwinnable battle with all of his strength. It was the right thing to do. I was ashamed of myself. But more than that, I started to root for him. I didn't want Kara to win, but eventually Kara caught him off guard, and I couldn't let it end like that. Because of Sans, I was able to fight back. I was able to reset back to the day I fell and do things the right way. Sans, if you can hear me in there, you haven't kicked Kara out of your body yet, so I'm guessing you're starting to lose hope. That's the only rational explanation for why you haven't dumped this loser into another dimension.
Sans, he's all grown up and saving the timeline. I'm so proud.
I know. Me too.
We believe in you, Sans. We all do, even if you don't believe me, just listen past the fourth wall.
Sans. Don't give up my precious skeleton, baby.
I think Kara tormenting Sans is a lot like shaking a wasp's nest in a jar. The jar's gonna open and break, then...
Stay determined! For Frisk!
What was the point? The point is that there's people who need you, Sans, whether you like it or not. You can't roll over, let things happen anymore, or people will get hurt. People you care about, people you love. I can forgive you for forgetting this because of what Kara is putting you through, but everyone loves you. They trust you and want you and your horrible puns, incidental musics, and childish pranks back.
Sans, the point was to protect your friends. Stay determined, Sans.
It's your soul, Sans. Are you really gonna let a pipsqueak, the bratty little kid with tons of mental issues, push you around? Frisk didn't let them do it. Fight back. Don't give up. Get back in control.
The point of fighting back was to help save your friend, Sans. If you hadn't taken control for long enough to warn Toriel of Kara's attack, she would have easily died, and if you have made it so hard for Kara to harm the others, then they would have been able to kill the others as well, as it may seem futile to fight back, but it's helping hold on.
Don't give up. Your friends are always beside you. I am too. We all are. You can overcome this. We believe in you. Your friends are trying to save you right now, so don't give up. Even if you've been through worse, even if you think there's no point in trying anymore, and even if you think it's hopeless, because there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, and also Kara's trying to bargain you for Frisk, but if you overcome it, maybe things could be different.
The point was that if you fight back, the world will be much safer if you fight back. Kara wouldn't kill so many innocent lives would be saved. There is always a point to fight Sans, you just have to find it!
Sans, do you know why you fight back? Because you have a lot of things you want to protect? Your friends, your brother, your new life, and home? And your love? Don't give up. If you give up, they might... You don't want this. Because I don't know if in the human world you can use reset. If they die, they are not coming back.
Sans, can you hear me? Listen, you can't give up. Everyone is waiting for you. You have to keep fighting for them and for yourself. Stay determined.
Sans, just remember, even in the darkest moments when Tori was hurt, remember, she came back stronger than ever. Everything with a bad side always has a good part to it.
Since I know you don't think you can, but we all know you can do this. You made Kara reset even when it all seemed hopeless, but now it is all getting better. You have your parents back and now everyone is on the surface. You can do it.
Sans, those words you're hearing are complete bullshit. All of it. In fact, let's go down the Feebless and counter the hell out of it. Maybe you can't do anything just yet, but you'll almost certainly get a chance. You've already taken Kara by surprise once. Maybe you can find a way to do it again. You're about to do this person from last week. I never seen this world love you so much, and it's proud of you. They all love you. Honestly, your chances with Toriel are pretty darn good. From where I'm assuming neither of you dies in this fiasco. I don't know much about the Gaster situation, but it looks like he has a lot of pushing. Maybe he said something that didn't exactly help, but the blame certainly isn't all on you, noting that you managed to bring him back last time you were there. For that, I doubt you were exactly expecting it and prepared to stop it. Good luck and stay determined. Also, if you want to send messages or conversations with others, we ask you could probably help deliver them.
Sans, please don't despair and don't give up. Memories are just shadows of the past. They can only hurt you if you let them. But I think you know that already, don't you? Are you worried about the present? Do you think that surviving this will only hurt the others? Listen, Sans, you're wrong about the big inspiration. To all of us, you've dealt with a lot of BS. But you've managed to go on, and I know it's selfish to say, but if you lost determination, I think we'd all lose some too. So, don't please.
This is the opposite of what you need to be doing right now. Don't give up. Be it that you fall on your face 10 or 100,000 times. You need to get up and keep trying. Now, what are you going to do?
Sans, if you can hear me, just listen for a moment. None of the bad things happened. No one died. You have your mom and your dad. You've got so many people who care about you. So many people worried about you. And I'm trying to figure out a way to help, but you need to act. You need to do something. Get up. You just need to beat Kara. It's not that hard. Undyne has done it. You have done it. Azrael and Frisk have too.
Sans, please fight back. I believe in you, Sans.
There's a lot of people out there who believe in you, Sans. You just gotta believe in you, you know? I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, kid. It's starting to.